Namaste to all of you. Now, today we are taking a lecture on Gyan Bapi order by the session court or by the district court. So, here the question is this: what the basis of extracting or basic basis of exceptionalization of Shiv Linga survey is correct? So the answer is, I think whatever is in media from last 2 or 3 years is not correct. What was happened there? Actually, after a primary survey, when honorable court found that there is some evidences, those are showing that the Gyanavapi temple, the Gyanavapi mosque is not actually mosque. There is the evidences of some temple, some old temple, and it is possible that the new structure formed on after demolition of the old structure of temple. It is found there. So after that, they gone to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court there they claim that because of the Places of Worship Act 1991, you can't do so. But on the Supreme Court said that we have to collect the facts, we have to collect the evidences, and after collection of the evidences and fact, we can find or we can decide whether the Places of Worship Act 1991 is applicable or not. Because if you want to or we want to apply the law in that circumstance, first of all there must be in fact before the court, and for fact the court will order the survey, and after a survey somebody will collect the facts, somebody will collect the evidences, actual evidences, physical evidences, or the academic evidences, writings of some authors, writing of at the time of Aurangzeb period, some orders of the Aurangzeb court, and something. So if we will not have these type of evidences, then we can't decide whether the Places of Worship Act will be applicable or not. Because the thing behind the Places of Worship Act is this: whatever the structure was at the time of independence, that structure cannot be changed. The act was passed in 1991 by the Narsingh Rao Sarkar at that time, and they exceptionalized the Ayodhya temple, but they said that the remaining, other than the Ayodhya temple, all the temples whatever was in existence at the time of independence, the nature of that temple cannot be changed. But we having some questions. Then what was the nature at the time of 1947? What was the nature of at the time of independence? So who will say that that was the mosque or that was the temple? Who will say? Only the facts, only the evidences, only the survey, only the scientific survey can decide that what was the status of the structure in 1947. So that is why if the survey will not be happen there, then the court cannot decide and court cannot apply the law. Then because the law can be applied only on the facts and evidences. But if we will not have the fact or evidences, we cannot apply the law. So now, two months ago, the same court rejected for the scientific survey of the Shivalinga. Why? Because Honorable Supreme Court state, and there was the order of the Supreme Court, whatever you are doing there, whatever the survey you are doing there, or whatever the namaz you are doing there, or whatever the prayers anybody is doing there, they cannot touch the Shivalinga. A dispute was Shivalinga versus Fabara versus the fountain. So now the question before us is very simple. So what was the structure? That was the Shivalinga, or that is the Fabbara. So here Supreme Court state, that is why the same court or the district court denied to give the relief. But on appeal by in the High Court called the ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, and they said to the Archaeological Survey of India whether you can do the survey without any harm to the Shivalinga. Now that ASI said that yes, we having some formulas, we having some technologies that we can decide something or we can come on some conclusions, but we will not do the carbon dating, we will not touch the Shivalinga, but we will do as per the anthropology, as per the situation, as per the silt and some other things. And if we will not have, we will not be able to decide, then we will deny it. But can come on some conclusion. ASI said to the High Court. High Court ordered to the ASI to please do the survey. Now the Muslim group gone to the approaches to the Supreme Court, and they requested to the Supreme Court to please stay this survey. Supreme Court consequently stayed the survey of Shivalinga, and they said that we are trying to collect some data, we are going to get some more informations, and we have to go inside of some laws, then we will decide. Till that, we are making an order for the stay. It's okay. Now the same party gone to the same court means the same party gone to the trial court, and they requested that Supreme Court state for the survey of Sivalinga, but Supreme Court does not state the survey of remaining walls, like the western wall where where they are doing the worship there, or some other structure is there. There was a scrap inside of mosque. In the underground portion of Gyanavapi temple, something is there that can be surveyed. So the court ordered today that yes, you can do the survey, but cannot touch the Shivalinga. You can do the survey, can do the scientific survey, you can get the scientific evidences, and please submit in my court the scientific evidences, whatever you can collect. Means they direct it to the ASI. Now they said that you cannot touch the portion of Bazukhana. So what is the Bazukhana? Bazukhana is the place in the Muslim concept where they do the kulli. They make a mouth freshener. They have to wash their hands. They have to wash their legs. They have to wash their feet. And we having some doubt that that is an Shivalinga. Not doubt. In the Indian Paksha or Hindu Paksha is saying, Hindu side is saying, no, without any doubt, this is the Shivalinga, and they destroyed it. And they are now saying that it is a fountain or something else. But if you are saying, if the court, in reality, I don't having the court order, I have not read the court order, I'm saying these things on the basis of some media reports. So some media reports is saying, except the Bazukhana. Except the Bazukhana. So if the media is accepting that this is the Bazukhana, that is a very bad thing. You can say that disputed place where there is a dispute that whether this is the Bazukhana or this is the Shivalinga. But the report is saying that Bazukhana, except the Bazukhana, all the survey can be conducted here. No doubt the Muslim group will go to the High Court against this order. They will again go to the Supreme Court against this order, like in case of the survey of Shivalinga. But the ground is not good. But the media reports is not good. If in reality the trial court wrote in their order that no, except the Bazukhana, if they have used the word Bazukhana, so I have a dispute that this is not a Bazukhana. That place is in reality a Shivalinga. So the ground is not good, but the order is good. Whatever portion has to be surveyed, that the facts will come, the truth will come, the evidences will come, because without any evidence we cannot decide, without any truth we cannot decide, without any material we cannot decide, without any proper investigation we cannot decide whether in 1947 this place was the temple or this place was a mosque. So let us see what happened in furtherance. But this is the, I think this is the first lecture in English for the person overseas citizens of India. So enjoy this lecture, and if you can share to the foreigners, to the NRIs, to the person who are living outside of India, or the person who is living right now outside of India, I will be very uh, glad. The word can be used, glad, or I will be very thankful for you that you are sharing that. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.